Good morning, all my third and fourth graders. How are y'all? Did y'all have a good weekend? I did. I got to see that grandbaby. She spent the night with me. So I got good McKinley sugar. So anytime I get to do that, that's a good weekend for me. All right, you ready? So this is our second video for our school-wide vocabulary word of the week. And for third and fourth grade, our new word is appropriate. Now, Miss Bird, whenever I forgot to change, that should not be it shouldn't be a capitalized word, okay? Whenever I'm writing the words, I usually just, unless it is a proper noun, I will not put a capital with it, okay? So this should be a lowercase a. I'm doing these videos from home, as you can tell, so I didn't have a copier. I do have a printer. I don't have a copier. So whenever I'm going to have to fold all the windows, the little boxes that make my windows, okay? So just if that happens, this works the same, and I'll unfold it at the end and let you see what it looks like. So here we go. So we are using the word appropriate as an adjective, and an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Here's the word again. I wrote it here, and then I also wrote it again here. Here's the pronunciation. It has 4 syllables. Pro, pre, ut. And these upside down E's, if you ever knew or wanted to know, excuse me, what they are called, they're called a schwa. And it makes the sound. We say the word a lot, or the sound . So in the dictionary, when you see that upside down E, is not a typo. It's not a mistake. So again, appropriate, it is 4 syllables, or it has 4 syllables. Okay, the dictionary.com definition is, it is suitable or fitting for a particular purpose, person, occasion, etc. Etc. means that there's more. Now you can add more to that list, okay? So my definition is it's the right or the correct choice being used for a certain purpose. So I might say, today is our PE day, so make sure that you wear appropriate shoes. And appropriate shoes would be tennis shoes, okay? Closed-toe shoes. Flip-flops would not be appropriate shoes to wear to PE class, okay? Let's say that you're going to art class, and Mr. Dion says, okay, we need to use the appropriate tools for our picture. So would we use, bring in a broom and, dustpan? Those aren't appropriate tools. I wouldn't bring in, a spoon and all of that, something from the kitchen, a knife, and, something to cook with. Those are not appropriate things to use in art. Appropriate tools to use in art would be what? A paintbrush, paper, paint. I know there's some other things that he uses, but markers, crayons, those are typical appropriate tools to use in art class, okay? I'm going to show you a picture, kind of what I'm talking about. Appropriate. Here's my picture. These children are not wearing the appropriate clothes or shoes for snowy weather. And I'm sorry it's not in color because my printer doesn't print in color at home. But this is snow in the background. And these boys have on shorts and they have on slides. So that's not appropriate clothing or shoes to wear in snowy weather, because what's going to happen? Their socks are going to get wet, and then their feet are going to be cold, okay? So that's what appropriate means. It's the right choice. It's the most fitting choice for a particular reason. That's appropriate. Your teacher sometimes might say you need to have the appropriate behavior when we go into, maybe go to the cafeteria, or you're sitting there in a program. You need to have the appropriate behavior. That means that the behavior that you have, it needs to fit the situation. So you would not be in there talking loud. You would need to be quiet. When you come to the library, there's an appropriate behavior or an appropriate way to act. And running around in between the aisles, in between the shelves, that's not appropriate, okay? So here's some synonyms and antonyms for appropriate. It is fitting. That means that it fits the situation. It's relevant. Useful, good, means it's a good choice. Well-suited or correct. So like we were talking about, that behavior is the correct behavior for something. Appropriate library behavior is walking, is talking quietly, using your inside voice. So good and correct, that's why they're on there, okay? They're used in that particular way for appropriate. Now the antonyms, you're going to notice on my list, the antonyms are made using prefixes. Inappropriate, okay, so what does the prefix in mean? When you see the letters in, many times on the beginning of a word, it is a prefix, which means it's been added to the beginning, to the root or the base word. The in means not. So it means the opposite of, not appropriate. Incorrect is not correct. Ir is another prefix that means not. Irrelevant is not relevant. So that's not the matching or the best behavior or the best tool to use, okay? It's not relevant. Like I was talking about those tools for art. They're not relevant for art. Unsuitable or unsuited and unfitting. So we have the word fitting up here, and then we have unfitting down there. Okay? So those are the synonyms and antonyms. And in this box, I did not draw my picture. I printed out my picture, and that's what I'm going to start doing, is printing out the picture and the sentence that goes along with it, so that I can display these as well. This is what it would look like when it's all unfolded. And again, our word was appropriate. So if you meet me in the library or see me in the library, meet me in the hallway. If you see Miss Dorothy out and about, she's on lunchroom duty. If you share the word appropriate with us, tell us what it means, use it in a sentence. That way that we know that you understand the meaning. Then come to the library and we'll get you a treat. Okay? All right. Have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.